Good morning. I'm hoping everybody is well. Are we there? Anybody there? Hello, hello, hello. Am I live? I am live. It says I'm live. Morning, Maury. Morning, Jean. How are you guys? Are you okay? Right, that's better. It's working. I think it's working. Are we all okay? Is it raining with you yet? Apparently we're supposed to have lots of rain, aren't we? Which is not going to be very good, apparently. Morning, Baz. I don't like rain. But hey, it's going to rain, isn't it? Not a lot any of us can do about it, I suppose. The gardens will like it. What do you think? Anything exciting planned for the weekend? Anything, major? Got any exciting major plans coming? I'm just sorting out my papers while I'm... Oh, I knew I'd cut lots of extra squares. What a donut. Just sorting out the bits of paper. Morning, Catherine. How are you? Are we all okay? Right, I want to try... Am I going to be able to get him on? Possibly is the answer to that. Okay, right. I've got I've semi-made one, and we're going to make another fully. We're still using the Pampered Pets. I need some Whisper White, which I'll grab in a minute. It's on the floor, so I can grab that. So we're still using the Pampered Pets, and we're gonna, I've got my cup of coffee. No, I haven't, I lie. I've got tea, we're using the scoreboard, the trimmer, everything I think is to hand now. I think I've got everything. I was kind of like half made 2 projects for this one and then decided I wanted to change my mind, as you do, because that's, as you do. Right, I'm going to turn the camera down and show you what we're doing, and I'm going to talk you through some of the bits. And there's bits I haven't finished on this one that I'm going to show you on the one I'm going to make with you now. And then we'll yeah. Right, so let's turn you down and around. Oh, the boys are making your shelves in the warehouse. Oh, I'm really pleased about that. I can't wait to come and look around the warehouse. Right, I'm going to turn you down and around. Let's go down. Oh, that's brilliant, Baz. Right, there we go, down and around. So that looks pretty flat and boring for a minute, doesn't it, that we're making? So, but it is actually, if I show you, a pop-up card, look. Can you see? So it pops up like that. It's not my idea. It's been around for a while. I'm going to credit Sam from Mixed Up Crafts because I found her tutorial really easy. The measurements are really straightforward anyway. You're just using 12 by 12 and you're going to make 3 boxes. So that's really good. So that's how it goes. So you can decorate inside this bit, okay? And then you can put white bits on the back to write on. And then you can have some floating bits, which I kind of hadn't done because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But the whole thing folds up and goes in a 6 by 6 envelope. So this is a really cool kind of, I like this one. And I wanted to show that, Pampered Pets has been really popular and some of it has been on back order. But I wanted to show that you don't necessarily need the dies and the stamp set, or, the stamp set is really good to have, but if you can't get the dies and you have to wait, then, I've used DSP and kind of, you know, made my focal point the DSP, if that makes any sense. That's kind of what I wanted to focus on today. So it's quite good because it's 6 inches tall. So if it's, when it's on your shelf, if you imagine that's on someone's shelf, it's going to pack quite a punch. Look, it's, you know, it's a good height. So yeah, so right, so I'm going to tell you what you need and talk you through what you need. I'm just going to pop that to one side. Let me grab a slurp of tea. And I'm also going to finish today decorating, so we'll see both, you'll see it done completely. So let's move my trimmer out the way. Right, everything is, I'm still using this piece of grid paper because this is what I was writing on. So excuse the grid paper. Oh, my desk is so not big enough. Right, we're going to need that in a minute because I've still got some cutting to do. So our layers are, so you're going to need a piece of 12 by 12. Okay. And you're going to need one piece that is 12 inches by 6 inches, okay? You're then going to need 2 pieces, which are 2 7/8 by 12 inches, okay? You're then going to need 2 pieces, which are 2 5/8 by 5 3/4. In your matte layer, and then you will need 2 pieces of that at 2 5/8 by 5 3/4 to put on the back for your Whisper White layer. Okay. You need 8 pieces at 2 5/8 by 2 5/8 square in your matte colour, and you need 2 pieces at 2 5/8 by 2 7/8. 2 5/8 across, 2 7/8 down. Shirley, it's really simple. It really is really simple. And then these are 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. Okay, I haven't done this matte layer yet because I want to try and get the dogs on it, so I haven't cut the matte layer for that yet. Okay, and I'm also going to be cutting the matte layers to go in there, but I couldn't decide what I wanted to do on the second one. So let's just pop that out the way. We'll do our scoring. So if I move all the stuff out the way a minute, I'm going to grab my scoreboard and I'll show you how simple this is to do. Okay, so your 6 by 12 piece, can we see all the scoreboard? Yes. Your 6 by 12 piece, Shirley, this is really easy. Shirley, the stand-up card was an easel card from Thursday, and this is just as simple. It looks complicated, but it's not. So you're scoring, so on the 12-inch side, so it's 6 by 12, on the 12-inch side, you are going to score, let me double check, at 2 7/8. So 2 7/8, 5 3/4, 8 5/8, and 11 1/2. So we're just making what would normally be a box, except we're not doing the top and the bottom. Okay, so we're going to repeat this on each of our 2 7/8 by 12-inch pieces. We're going to score at 2 7/8, 5 3/4, 8 5/8, and 11 1/2. So again, on this piece, which is 2 7/8, okay, by 12, you're going to score at 2 7/8, 5 3/4, 8 5/8, and 11 1/2. Okay, and that is the most complicated bit of the box. Right, let's just put the thingy back. Right, so grab my bone folder and we're going to fold and burnish all of these. Okay, so literally we're just going to do all our normal folding and burnishing. Okay, so every fold folds the same way because we're making essentially what is a cube. All right, 2. Morning, Kerry. really easy. Okay, so those are our bits. So we're going to make these into cubes, but before we make this one into a cube, I want to decorate these two panels because I want the join to be facing me at the front. Oh no, at the side actually. So they're not going to see it when they're looking at the back. So I want to decorate these two panels with this flap left up. So I'm just going to grab my red matte layer. Okay. I'm going to grab my Tombow. Okay, Catherine, have a lovely day, darling. Okay, right, so 1, 2. Now I've got to decide what paper I'm putting on this. This is the bit I've had real problems deciding the last couple of days. I've been indecisive. Right, so if I stick that, let's just decide which paper I want to stick in there. Oh, it's all so nice. All right, okay, we're going for it, girls. Right, so I'm just going to cut 2 bits now, and I need 2 bits that 2 3/8 by 5.5. So if I go 5.5, I'm not even looking the other side because I have real problems cutting this paper because it's got dogs and cats on the other side. So I'm not even looking for a minute. And then 2 3/8. And I'm going to do both bits. Yeah, I am going to do both bits the same actually. 2 3/8. Did you notice I still didn't look? Oh, I've cut heads and bodies and oh, all sorts off. Right. Let's just quickly stick this down. That's better. Okay, so that's the inside bit done. Okay. So when I grab my Whisper White, we'll stick that on the back in a minute. Okay. So if we fold that over one, so this is your flap, fold it over once, add your glue. All right. And then fold that side over. You'll be able to join it. Okay. And there's your box. So that bit is now, we're ready on that bit. That's the basis of it. Okay. So let's grab these 2 bits. Fold one whole panel and the join flap over. Add your glue. Okay. And fold it over. Let's give it a press down. That's that cube. Fold it over. Morning, Shell. Okay. Morning, Tracy. Morning, Shirley. And fold it over. So there you go. Okay. And so this is the basis of it. So where the join is, let me see if I can show it in the light. I can't even find it now. Right, so this is the join. Okay, here. I want this join to be facing me on the bottom. So the flap is there. Okay. So when people are looking at inside the pop-up at the back, they're not going to see it here. So the join is at the front. I know normally we would put the joins at the back, but it's at the front, okay? So before I stick these bits on, I'm going to just do the bits to go inside. Okay, let's take those 2 bits out of the way. So I just need 4 bits now out of my 8. Okay. Bits of dogs, bits of cats. Right, let's have some fur. Let's have some words. Okay. Some dog bowls, I think. Oh, I've got nice cats. I know I was going to do this one doggy, but I could just do it cats. Oh, I could do cats and dogs. So let's have cats on the inside, shall we? Cats, because I can add dogs on the outside then. Right, so we're going to do cats inside and dogs on the outside. How's that? See, I have real problems with the DSP. Does anybody else have real problems with choosing DSP and then cutting it if it's got animals on it? Am I the only one? It really bothers me. Pathetic, really, but there you go. It's just paper. There I am worrying about chopping their heads and tails and all sorts of other bits off. I have real problems with it. Right. So in a minute we're going to be able to put these 4 bits in. Okay. Right, so that's those 4 bits. So I'm going to stick that one inside the back of that one. And because I'm working on black, it's quite difficult for you guys to see. And the light is rubbish today. Amy, could you do me a really big favour and turn the top lounge light on so that it's really bright in here? No answer. Right, so that's the back bit. Okay, now we're going to do the bottom bit where the join is. Okay, can you just turn the light on for me, darling? The lamp, the large. No, just the large lamp will do, please, because it's just quite dark. It's dark in here today. Is it right up? Okay, thank you. No, that one doesn't make any difference. Okay, bye. Right, they're off out for the day. Masks in hand. Right. Okay, so I've got all of, you can see I've decorated those 2 panels. Okay, now these are now going to stick to your main cube. Okay, so we're going to glue this bit. So where we've got the back panel, this is the bottom one, that's the back one. We're going to stick this panel, okay, this one. All right, so if you fold it in half, okay, I'm gluing the bottom one. I know it doesn't look like it, but I am gluing the bottom one. Okay, you then squidge your box so it's flat, okay, and line this up at the bottom. So line it up edge to edge, and it doesn't meet at the top because it's shorter than the top. Okay, so I've got a gap here and it's lined up with the center line and at the bottom. Okay, I'm just sticking it down. All right, so then I'm going to grab my other one. This is the back panel, so this is the panel I'm gluing. Okay, so grab my glue. I'm going to line it up with the other one and the corners. Okay, I have to work upside down. I have troubles. All right, so it's lined up, all flush. Press those bits down. Okay. So then, when you pop it up, it all sits properly and flush. Okay. Does that all make sense? Look, properly and flush. Can we see all of that? Okay, so you can see it's all lined up, and although, so we've got a join here, it's facing the front, but you can't see it, and the joins are here, and you can't see it when the card is that way. Okay, so we've decorated our insides, all of the insides there. All right, so if I just pop those down, pop them down, so you've now got 3 squares. You've got the top two rectangles, and those two, and those two. We're going to decorate them. Okay, so you've got 2 panels that are 2 5/8 wide and 2 7/8 deep. Those are both going to go onto there. And then you've got 4 more panels that are 2 5/8 by 2 5/8 square. So let's pop those all on for a minute. Baz, as I've done one of these already, as you've done one of these already, am I explaining this so it all makes sense? I always worry that I don't explain things properly. Don't forget to add photos of the things that I've made. Either add them to the post below, put photos in, or you know, if you've done them at home and you've followed this, share it and put in the comments the photos you've made, the photos of projects you've made. Add them to Crunchy Crafts Crafting Friends. You know, I'd love to see what you've made. If you've followed the videos, I would really love to see what you've made. Okay, glue off the edge there. Okay, right, last panel, and then we're going to get to the decorating. See, this bit was easy. Right, so we know we're going to focus on the dogs on the outside, so got cats on the inside, dogs on the outside. So those panels. So let's just check these squares a minute, because I've got a couple of bowls I could put on, and I've got some paws. I don't want to do the meow one, so we're going to grab the trimmer and the dog DSP. Now this is we're back to having to cut animals up. Oh, it's a horrible thing. Right, so I want this panel is going to be 2 3/8 by 2 5/8. Now it's 2 3/8 wide. So his paws are already kind of off there. 2 3/8. Oh, look at that. He's just going to go on. 2 3/8, and we want him 2 5/8. Look at that. Right, so that one is going to go up there. Okay, so we've got a dog there. I'm going to use this one, make it 2 3/8, and pop that one down there. So we've got that, so we're going to have more dogs at the top. So let's grab another dog bit. Oh, this is hard. Right, okay, let's hope I can get him in. I like this little guy. Right, so we want it 2 3/8 wide. Oh, it was a sausage dog. Oh, by 2 5/8. Okay, that's not too bad. I don't feel too bad about that. Right, so let's just stick these, and then we're going to get on to doing the floating pop-up bit that I want to show you as well. So we're going to do a little bit of stamping, and we're going to do a couple of floating pop-ups. Oh, a lot of wiggle room there. Did you see? It wiggled all over the place. He was alive. Okay. Oh, I like that as well, actually. Let's have that. Woof, dig, chase, scratch, bark, play. Very descriptive, that, of the dogs, isn't it? See, he could be on there, couldn't he? Should we have him down there? See, you could go on and on and on with this, couldn't you, changing it? Right. Okay. I'm not changing it again. Mind made up. Are you all laughing at my indecisiveness? I would be. Mind you, it doesn't even matter if it hasn't got an animal on it. Pattern paper is pattern paper and I love it. And sometimes it's really difficult, if you love it, to chop it. But it's obviously a really good thing to love it, chop it. As Kylie Bertucci would say. Right, so that is the basis of our pop-up card. Marilyn, your mum's panicking about this. She says she can't do it, but it's really easy. So that's the basis of our pop-up card. Let's just grab the Whisper White. And we're going to make our backs, and we're going to stamp on the backs. And we're going to stamp some sentiments. So, piece of Whisper White. I'll show you how to do the pop-up in a minute. So, our pieces of Whisper White for the back are 2 5/8 by 5 3/4. So, let's go to 5 3/4. Oh, let's do it portrait, actually. Look at the state of my trimmer. Needs a wash. 5 3/4 by 2 5/8. And we need this twice. Okay. Right, I'll use that bit in a minute. So that's our back. Right. So, I am so glad you guys cannot see the state of my desk. I know the lovely Diana from South Africa thinks my craft room must be impeccably tidy. That is just not the case. Right, the hearts are already out. So let's just grab a couple of blocks under the desk. One. I'm going to give my blocks a treat today. They're going to go through the dishwasher. One. Will you fit on there? Not quite. You'll go on that one. That's good. And I want one for that one. Some blocks sat on my desk already, so that's good. I want one for that one. Okay, so I'm going to grab Memento, I think. Let's grab the Memento. Let's put the top on the glue if we can find it. True to form, like every crafter, I have loads and loads of desk space and end up working in a tiny bit. So I'm gonna ink up each of my stamps. Morning, Chris. So let's just make sure I've got my little dog sat there. So we're going to have him at the bottom, one, okay, and then we're going to have this one. I like this one. He's cute. Sat there, okay. And let's add his little dish. All right. So those are going on the back. I'm very tempted just to leave them black and white, but I dare say in a minute I'll add some colour, okay? So we also need a sentiment now. I kind of am hoping that, whoops, I'd grabbed one of them out but not the other, so I've got both of them now. I want to use the heart punch and have the sentiment floating, if that makes any sense. Look at that. Is it going to go? I reckon if we're really clever, it will go. So let's ink up the sentiment. If we're clever. know this looks like I'm wasting paper, but I need to be able to get the heart out of this. Okay, so I hope your day is a real treat. All right. Let's see. Oh, just and just, look. Right, so we'll punch that out. Okay. And I'm going to add to that, I want the red in a minute as well. Right, let's add some hearts to that. Okay. Sorry, Dolly is now snoring. Right, so we've got some hearts on that, and I'm going to edge that in a minute, okay? Let's just grab the real red, because our other coordinating colour cardstock is real red. And I've got it to one side. Oh, I've got bits going everywhere. So the other side of my desk that you can't see is actually my computer table. So my poor keyboard, I have to keep moving. There we go. Right, so now let's get the scallop one out. Okay. And I'm also going to need a 3" by 1/2" little strip of this. Okay, so grab my scoreboard. So let's put those out the way for a minute. Actually, they can just stay there. Nowhere else to put them. So I've got a little 3" bit. Okay, I'm just going to cut that off. And I'm now going to score it. So I'm going to use the scoring blade, and I'm going to score at 1/2. At 1 inch. At 2 inches. And at 2.5 inches. Okay. And this is going to become our little floaty bit. So let's pop that over there. All right. And we're going to fold it like this. So we've got the bit in the middle. So we're going to fold it in and each end out. So it's going to look like that. Okay? But to glue it, we're actually going to do it. I don't want them overlapping. We're going to do it like that. Okay, so I'm just going to snip that little end off. Seem to have a little bit of excess there. Right, so when I come to glue it, it's going to go onto here in the centre. Okay, so that it will just always, if you look, it will pop up. Okay, so that's our mechanism. So that's going to go onto there. That's going to go onto there. Actually, I'm not edging it. I haven't edged any of the rest. So it would look odd now if I started to edge it. So I hope your day is a real treat. So let's pop that onto there. Okay. Let's just grab a... I think this one is Poppy Parade. Yeah, I'm just going to colour my hearts in here, I think. Oops. Okay. Right, hope your day is a real treat. It'd be nice if we all had real treat days, wouldn't it? Right, okay, so we're going to stick this bit down. Bear in mind we don't want them overlapping. Okay, so a little bit of glue on that one, a little bit of glue on that one. I've got my box, sorry, because I sniffed then and I hate sniffing. And I'm making sure that that's fairly central. Okay, let's just make sure that one bit's, yeah, you can see that the bits are either side, okay? So that when your box is like that, you can see it's automatically popping up, okay? Just make sure they're pressed down well, okay? So then, oh, look, it's going to cover his face, never mind. We can take it down a bit. It's going to be floating, so we're going to have it down a bit. Up a bit. Down a bit. Up or down? Morning, Amber. Right, so now I'm concerned I'm covering his face up. Oh, dearie, dearie me. It's causing my heart palpitations this morning, you know. I'm going back to working with paper without animals on. Can't do it with animals on. Wait till we get to the well done paper. Oh, I'm going to have fish all over the place. That's going to be horrendous. Right, so that's stuck on there. It'll only cover the face when flat. This is true, Baz. When he's open, it doesn't cover his face. That is very true. So when it's open, look, his face is visible. Okay, I don't feel so bad now. Right, I feel we need some of the nice ribbon on here. Okay. And because it's a dog card, I want a bow on there. I'm going to put a bow on there. So I'm just going to make a bow. Bunny ears bow. Okay. Ears. Well, this is very skinny ribbon. It's a great card, Chris, and it's really easy to do. Right. There's my bow. Right, we can have nice long tails on that. Oh, excuse you, Dolly. See, that's why I have so much trouble cutting these animals in half, because of my animals. Right, I've grabbed a glue dot. Don't forget the top tip I showed you the other day about putting the ribbon around your glue dots. Stops them all unrolling. Right, we'll have a little bow there in the centre. And then, I love these. Right, I want to find a way. Hope your day is a real treat. So that's like that. Do we want... No, I'm not going to add that in, actually. It's quite heavy. Tracy, this is your... It's really easy, Amber. All the measurements are at the start, darling. It's so easy. It's literally 3 boxes. So we're going to stick the ones on the back. So let's fold that flat and we're going to do the ones on the back. Okay, to colour or not to colour? Morning, Tracy. I kind of like them like that. Okay, right, decision time. So thumbs up to colour, not to colour hearts. You guys can make the decision. 1 thumbs up. Okay. Anybody else got anything to say on that? Thumbs up to colour, hearts not to colour. Oh, lots of hearts not to colour. Okay. I think I'm in agreement, actually. I really like the not to colour. Who's crying? Right, so we've got one there, that one there. If you wanted to add a splash of colour, we could just colour their collars, but then it would look odd. Okay. So that's the back. So you've got plenty of space to be able to write. It fits in a 6x6 envelope. Okay. Turn it over and it looks like that. And then when they open it up, it all pops like that. So that's looking from the top. And then looking how they would see it. Let's see if I can get it to do it. So if you're looking face on, that's how it's going to look. Okay. I love it. A splash of colour. So now we want a little bit of, okay, let's grab the Poppy Parade again. I'm going to use the nib end. So let's just add a splash of colour. We'll just do his collars, look. There we go. Okay, you've got a splash of colour now. So that's the back, that's the front, and that's it floating. Okay, so let's, all right, so that's that one. This is the one that's completely finished. I love the dogs. I do love the dogs. All right, and then this is the cat one. So we could do exactly the same thing for the cat one. Okay, so this is the cat. So I'm going to finish this one off and I will have the cats on the back stamped in exactly the same way, and I will do exactly the same sentiment. Okay, so that's my project to finish in a minute. So this is a triple pop-up box which looks incredibly complicated but is incredibly easy. Okay, goes with the doggy theme. It looks like a kennel. It's very cool, isn't it? You know, we've got cats inside that one and dogs on the outside, and, you know, so I'm going to decorate the inside of this one and the back, and they're ready to go. I kind of like those. Right, let's turn you down and no, up and around. I lose track of which way you're going on this now. Right, there we go. Okay, right, so let's just show you holding it up. Look. I hold it up properly. So there you go. That's what it looks like. And then that's the back. Okay. And then that's the cat one. Let's see if I can hold this one up as well. And then that's the other one, which is was my mock-up to do. Okay. So yeah, so there you go. So I hope you're really loving that. I've loved it. As I said, there's lots of people done them on YouTube. You can go and find lots of YouTube ones. But I credited Sam earlier from Mixed Up Crafts. Her video was really good. I look naked. I'm not naked, Chris. Honest, hang on, look. I've got clothes on, I promise. I've got clothes on. I've got a strappy top on. Oh, Tracy, I look naked. No, no, I have got a strappy top on. It's the hair that hides everything. Not now I've moved my hair. Thank goodness for that. Okay, although perhaps I'd get more viewers if I was naked. No, I'm not doing it naked. Definitely not. I have got clothes on. Thank you, Baz. Right, I'm glad you really enjoyed. That's made me laugh now. As if I'd sit here crafting naked. You can see straight through my lounge window. Oh dear, that would be really funny. That's going to give me a giggle for the day, actually, now. Every time I'm sat here, I'm thinking, oh God, perhaps they'll think I'm naked if they can just see my shoulders. That's going to be very funny, isn't it? Okay, right, Baz, you're off to start making curry. Brilliant. Have a lovely curry. Enjoy it. Right, guys, have a lovely weekend. I will see you back on Monday. And on Monday, oh, we need to start another stamp set. Oh, what should we do on Monday? Has anyone got any suggestions? We've done Pampered Pets. I'm going to have a think about it. I'd really like to play with, do a bit more. I haven't done much with it. Hang on, where's the stamp set? With Tasteful Touches, I think, actually. And I'm going to combine it with a couple of other things. Okay, have a lovely weekend. I'll see you all on Monday. Please all stay safe. And don't forget, share your makes in Crunchy Crafts Crafting Friends, or if you've done one, pop it in the photographs under this on the Facebook page. I'd love to see what you do. Stay safe. See you soon. Bye.